That conversation always has been within myself of like, yo, what are you really feeling? And then like, how are you hiding? This is like a thing that I got from my mom, which was reusing bottles. So growing up, there was always like OJ bottles being used for water. So I used Jameson bottles. My name is Marques, Daniel Freddy Marques, Dred Life. Been doing art, I think my whole life, easy. Since my father taught me how to do a 3D on a letter. I was born into Jackson Heights. My parents separated when I was 5, which I think was always one of those things that influences who you are. Still both loving parents that were always in my life. I went to the high school of art and design, and that easily was a core point in my life. Art and design was a moment that freed me, gave me friends that I will forever cherish, that gave me friends that I have to this day am the closest with. I think it's so ill that this one place generated so many different tastes, makers. I did video for a long time because I was skating, so I was like, I could do skate videos. Skate videos led to a nice little like freelance career video, but I was always painting. I was always like, I was drawing with like erasable markers on fences, like in the 8th grade and 7th grade. Like, it's innate to create. Art easily is like being a product of like, of TV. We were that generation of kids that were just like in front of TVs. Like, I think I always loved cartoons. And then as I like got older, I really loved seeing graph on trains. Like, I remember still as a kid seeing graph on trains. Korn from Smart Crew was like, he was doing this big K, and it's like, it always had an expression. Like, it was such a simple K, but it always had an expression, and it was like to the point. I don't know, man, I don't know. And he was up everywhere as a kid. And that K was everywhere. Like, I think cartoons, graph, then like seeing this guy not do casual letters all the time and not do throw-ups. His throw-up was a character. I think that's like where the inspiration came to then like draw a character for myself instead of like write my name. Like, and I think that's where this guy came from. It was always like a monkey for sure. Like, it's the monkey on your back, it's the voice in your head, it's the gut feeling. So this is 2002, if not 2003. I think it was 2003. It's how he evolved. I think this was my first iteration of the monkey, of Danny. He evolved feeling like he didn't have any say in the world. I think that's why his lips were stitched. I think his stare was blank because I don't think his perspective of the world was yet like fully evolved for him or fully there. Like, and it's me, like it was me in high school. Like, I think that it was me not having a voice, me not fully seeing the bigger picture, you know what I mean? A lot of my art comes from that moment, how I'm feeling that moment. I think it's like sometimes it's the real emotion behind what you're even portraying. So sometimes when I'm able to put speech bubbles or when I do speech bubbles, it's always meant to be like the inner thought coming out of an emotion, whether then it's either like positive or negative. Right now we're in front of Format NYC, which houses my first solo show, which was like one of the biggest honors I've ever had. Issei helped me curate it, like full circle from me creating most of this show, 98% of this show at the UR studio. First solo show, Soho, New York, like, man, nothing else more than that, This is like a piece that switches up versus the traditional ones in a sense, because I think I create this for you to put in your home, and then you take over after I'm done. It becomes in a black book on that level to then have people come into your home, have people come into your life, and like leave a little message like, oh, I love you. That little thing right there means so much. The fact that I'm in there, you know what I mean? Like, it's crazy. I'm in the house of like Warhols, Basquiat's, You Are New York's. Like, it's crazy. I remember when the first time that my work got in here, they had the orange piece up here. I fucking almost lost my shit. I walked by and I was like, holy shit, I'm in the fucking gallery. I'm in a fucking gallery. And it's like, it's still in my head like, yo, I'm in a fucking gallery. This painting was done with my mother. We used different spray cans. I think my mother never really used spray cans in a very like specific way. I think she would just kind of go crazy and whatever came out, came out. But I was teaching her how to like actually do a fine heart versus a thick heart, different caps. So I think it was just a cool experience to have her be a part of that. Being a dad has been an art project in itself. I feel so many things, and I'm overwhelmed with new feelings that I've never had before for someone else, for something that like instantly becomes bigger than you. I think my boy is my own art project, and I think the artwork is evolving, because I think I do also want to create work that speaks to all ages, you know what I mean? I think art imitates life. I find it a little off when life needs to imitate art. Don't do things because it's gonna be tragic, but you're like, oh, I can make art out of it. You know what I mean? Low key, I feel like that's destructive to yourself. And I think like, I don't do art to be destructive. I do art to free myself. I do it to unload and express when I don't think anyone hears you. To be able to create art, you have to be able to live life. And to live life, you have to be able to afford it. You know, whatever that means is, and whatever that means to be for you at that time. Life is hard. Like, I think, take the hits, don't get knocked down, have the right people around you, and be honest. Like, I think, be honest with yourself. Like,